ominous tone in the early 19th century, in the remote hills of Tennessee, a haunting like no other gripped a family that would forever be etched in the annals of American history. This is the story of the Bell Witch, a malevolent spirit that tormented the Bell family for nearly 5 years, from 1817 to 1821. It is a tale of terror, strange happenings, and an entity that is said to have caused the death of the family's patriarch, John Bell, a story that continues to send chills down the spine of those who hear it. Narrator, slightly unsettling. It all began in 1817, when the Bell family, headed by John Bell, settled on their farm near Adams, Tennessee. It wasn't long before strange occurrences began. At first, it seemed like harmless noises, knocks on the doors, scratching sounds in the walls, an unsettling rapping that echoed through the night. But these noises soon grew louder, more disturbing, and they began to move with a purpose. Then, one evening, the family was startled by a strange, invisible force that began physically attacking them. It started with John Bell, who felt a strange sensation as though he were being struck by something unseen, followed by the voices that didn't belong to anyone in the house. Women's voices, growling sounds, and the whispering of words that seemed to come from the very walls themselves. As the attacks escalated, the Bell family found themselves not only haunted by sounds, but also by physical manifestations. The entity, which would come to be known as the Bell Witch, began to target specific members of the family. John Bell was the first to feel the brunt of the entity's power. He would wake up with strange bruises and welts on his body, as though someone had struck him with a force beyond the realm of reason. But it wasn't just John who suffered. His daughter, Betsy Bell, was tormented the most. She was scratched, pulled from her bed, and even slapped by invisible hands. The family was in a constant state of fear, unable to escape the wrath of the entity that seemed to be everywhere and nowhere all at once. Then came the voice. One night, after a particularly violent outburst, the entity spoke. It wasn't just a disembodied voice, but one that seemed to come from the very air itself. The voice was cold, mocking, and full of malice. It told the Bell family things that no one else could know, secrets of their past, personal details about their lives. It claimed to be the spirit of a woman named Kate Batts, a local woman who had a troubled history with the Bell family. Some believed Kate's spirit had returned to seek revenge for a perceived wrong, though others would disagree. The voice's taunts grew more personal, and it began to target John Bell specifically. The whispers would taunt him, calling him out by name and threatening him with death.
The haunting reached its climax in 1820, when the Bell Witch's attacks turned more intense, and the family began to lose hope. John Bell, once a strong and proud patriarch, was visibly weakened. His health deteriorated rapidly. He grew pale, unable to eat, and seemed to be under a constant psychic and physical assault. In December of 1820, John Bell died under mysterious circumstances. His final words, reportedly spoken in a frail voice, were, "I have had my last torment. I am at peace." The family believed that the Bell Witch had poisoned him, as they found a strange, dark substance in his mouth. It is said that as he lay dying, the witch's voice could be heard mocking him, claiming responsibility for his death. After John Bell's death, the Bell Witch seemed to disappear, but the story of her haunting would not fade away. The legacy of the Bell Witch lived on, inspiring stories of supernatural terror for generations. Though the entity was never truly seen after 1821, many believe it still lingers in the area, with some claiming to feel its presence when they visit the Bell family graveyard. Today, the Bell Witch Cave, located near the Bell family's homestead, is said to be a place where the witch's spirit still resides, and many visitors report feeling the same unsettling presence that haunted the Bell family so long ago.